Good morning, everybody. I'm making a Utah meal today. First breakfast and then lunch. Yes. Okay. Have you ever heard of a Utah scone? Well, I'm using these original yeast dinner rolls from Kroger. They were frozen. I left them in the refrigerator overnight so they could thaw. And they're tiny. And what you do is fry these in oil. And that is a Utah scone. When that one starts cooking, I'll put another one in. I'm just checking it with that one. My daughter's waiting for hers. She wants hers immediately. I'm going to lay this back in there until they're ready. I don't want it to get too warm in my fingers. You can, traditionally they're served with something like butter and honey, but we're out of honey, so they also said that you can serve them with any jam or jelly. So the kids like grape jelly, and I thought that they would enjoy powdered sugar on them, and you can serve them with fresh fruit. So I'm thinking of slicing the strawberries for them to have beside it. Let me see if this is going to start yet. Starting to bubble a little. It's starting to go. They say don't use biscuits for this. It has to be the yeast dough. So you can use either bread or dinner rolls. And I thought dinner rolls are a great size for this. You don't need a whole bread loaf like this. So I'm going to make my daughter 2, maybe 3. Because it says it here. It's Dad. Answer him. Uh-oh. Okay, her scones are done. Ooh, let's put a little oil in the burner. Okay. Now I put them on a paper towel to take the excess oil. Now we'll just sprinkle them with powdered sugar. I wish I had butter and honey. I can't believe it's not butter, and mix it with a little honey for them to dip it in, but I don't have any honey right now. So, yes.
You're not doing the thing.
Yes, I am. See?
You sure you're doing the recipe?
Yep, that's the That's the recipe. Okay, I'm slicing the strawberries.
Look, how am I supposed to eat out of this? Huh? How?
So Utah scones are very nice if they're served with a berry. I saw a lot of pictures of them served with raspberries, but I have strawberries, so ours are being served with strawberries. So serve that with strawberries. And these are Utah scones. Isn't that beautiful? All right, Utah cheesy potatoes. I'm starting with a 30-ounce bag of country hash browns, country style shredded potatoes. Um,
And jalapeno Doritos.
yes, jalapeno Doritos go on top. You can put any crunchy topping on top that you want. Okay, the creamy soup I'm using is this one. You can use any cream of soup that you like. Breathe all that yummy creaminess out of there. I'm going to use some garlic pepper in it because it asks for pepper and garlic. This recipe asks for sour cream, but I'm putting an extra can of cream of soup instead because I don't want sour cream in there. I'm mixing this ahead because we're not ready for it yet. I'm just mixing it and getting it ready. Okay. Ready. Mm. Now I notice that this says bacon. But I think it's just the flavor added. It says flavor. Bacon and smoke flavor added. Yeah. That's all it is. Doesn't have any bacon in it. Just has the flavor added. Okay, so now, where are those? Now, goes into this pan. Real easy. Now, I'm going to go put the topping in the food processor.
Why does that smell so?
It's not cooked yet. It's just cheesy and stuff mixed together. Now I'm going to make the topping to put on.
Give me strawberries.
You want strawberries? Make strawberries. My son is correct.
What?
I'm using these popping jalapeno Doritos for the crunchy topping on the casserole. The recipe I am using used regular Doritos, but we decided to use these. They also use some French fried onions in it, but I couldn't find any in the store yesterday, and the kids were with me, so I got done looking. Before I found one, I decided this is enough. Now they're all crushed down. It's not the whole bag. There's more, but I think this is enough. I don't think we need any more than that. So it's ready to go in. You ready for this? Well, this is Utah fry sauce, what I'm going to make now. Utah fry sauce. And it goes on the Utah Crown Burger, which is otherwise known as a pastrami burger. And it gets fry sauce on it. Okay, it gets a half cup of mayonnaise, and I'm using olive oil mayonnaise. So since this is a 4th cup, I'm going to just fill it up twice. Okay, this is 1/4. And then another 1/4. To use one more little scoop because a little extra mayonnaise is okay. Now, I have extra ketchup in here because my family gave me a bulk pack of ketchup like is used in restaurants, ketchup dispensers. So I just used this bowl I had on hand to put the. I had some reused. I reused some ketchup, actual ketchup squeeze bottles for most of it, and then the last little bit is here in this reused box. So now I'm done with this. Uh, so in Utah, you will find this sauce for dipping fries in. To me, it looks like Thousand Island dressing, but in Utah, it's fry sauce. Well, we're not having fries with it. This particular sauce goes on the burger buns. It asks for vinegar and sugar, but I'm going to stay away from that. I'm not going to make it more sour. In fact, and it says use a little pickle relish, and I'm using the dill flavored because it has less sugar. The ketchup already makes it sweet enough. It says 2 teaspoons, so that's about 2 teaspoons. Yeah, that's good. And then I'll set it in the fridge and let the flavors marry until it's time for sandwich burgers. So in Utah, this is fry sauce. I want to taste it now. Yep, so good. Okay, now this is going to be the crown burger, but since I could not find any halal pastrami, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put pastrami seasonings into the burger. I looked up what seasonings go into pastrami, and that is going to be the seasonings I put in my burger. The crown burger, is pretty plain, and it's topped with pastrami. So since I can't find any halal pastrami, I'm just going to season my halal meat as pastrami and then go from there. Gets a lot of pepper. Okay. Smelling good. Now, it gets a spoonful of smoked paprika. A spoonful of coriander. I'm not going to make it very full. Maybe a little bit more than that. Okay, that's it. Because this is more pungent. And then it asks for garlic powder, so I'm going to put this garlic pepper in. Quite a lot. Hassan, if it upsets you so bad,
Nobody likes him.
Okay. Find someone that is liked. Okay. I'm going to put a few spoons of this minced onion in. And it asks for a little liquid smoke. Okay. Well, let me get my big knife once again. This knife I have used. My husband bought me a set. It came with a set. I still have the others, all different sizes, but for some reason, this knife felt the most comfortable in my hand of the whole set. It does everything I want it to. It opens things, slices things, chops things, smashes things. So it may look scary to you, but this I can't cook without this knife. It came with a set, and they were all stainless steel handles like this. It asked for an awful lot of this liquid smoke, but I'm not going to use as much as it asked for because the taste of liquid smoke is very, very pungent. So there. That it's supposed to have some dry mustard, but I don't have any, and I'm thinking of just maybe omitting it. Can I do that? Maybe I could substitute dried ginger for that because it's also a little bit on the spicy side, like mustard.
There was no trap!
So I'm going to let it sit here. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot is brown sugar. It needs a little brown sugar, just a little bit. Okay, this is
what do you want?
Pure coconut sugar. It's low glycemic and low FODMAP, so it doesn't bother my stomach or my sugar issues. So I'm just going to give that a mix and let it sit. So this is going to be our pastrami burger. I added pastrami seasonings to the actual burger. The actual burger on a pastrami burger, on a crown burger, is usually pretty plain, and then they add pastrami on top. But unfortunately, halal pastrami is very scarce. I found some. I like the turkey pastrami from Miramar, the Miramar company. I've had it in the past, and it was really good. But now there's a kind of maybe Turkish or Lebanese or something called pastirma, and it's horrible. It doesn't taste the least bit like actual pastrami, American pastrami. I don't know. It's not what I expect at all from pastrami. So I don't eat it. And I won't use it for this either. I'll just do what I can without it to recreate the crown burger. I'm thinking of maybe layering turkey, smoked turkey on top of it, since I don't have the pastrami. I'm thinking slices of smoked turkey would be interesting and would have that lunch meat texture on top of the burger itself. So now it's just going to rest here a minute, maybe a few minutes, until I'm ready to fry it. So I did go back and put a little bit, maybe a teaspoon of dried ginger in it. It also has that little peppery taste that dry mustard has. And I'm sure it will enhance pastrami.
What?
All right, that'll be good. Good.
I'm going solo. Because I'm not scared like you guys.
Good, good. Very good. The griddle's heating up for the burgers, and I'm going to melt a little butter here for the bun. The inside of the bun gets toasted.
Mom, when you make my burger, don't put any of that sauce on it.
Okay.
Could I put lettuce or something like that on
Yeah, it's definitely, lettuce is definitely one of the options that you can get.
Okay, yeah, put lettuce on it.
Those on there.
But did I accidentally say like, could I put lettuce on one like I'm getting two?
You get lettuce.
No, I only want
Lettuce
one.
is one of the things you get on there.
I only want one of them.
Okay.
But I said it like I wanted to. Though.
Okay. Got it. You just want plain ketchup on yours then?
Not really. No, just put plain mayonnaise since it goes good with meat.
Okay. Oh, I'll get that out.
You know Zane's coming over, Mom?
We're going swimming. Tell him not to
I
come
know,
yet.
I know. He's gonna come maybe around 7 or 6:30.
Okay.
My dad's here.
Mayonnaise and lettuce.
That's all I want on mine. Mayonnaise and lettuce and burger like that. Is that the really thick cheese?
No, it's American.
This is a really, really thick kind.
Yeah, see? The buns are grilled. The buns get grilled.
I don't like this kind of American cheese. I've never been a big fan of American cheese and stuff.
Oh, don't lie. I know I've known you at all ages, so I know you.
When I was little, I used to eat it bare. I know, like without anything. 1 or 2 slices. Wait, are you recording?
Yes.
Oh. Well, Mom, just put the cheese on. Put the cheese on. Put the cheese and the meat. Mom, where is that stuff from?
What?
What you're making?
Utah. It's a crown burger.
Crown burger. They sell it at Burger King?
No.
Even if they did, we wouldn't eat it anyway.
So this is like turkey ham that I'm going to actually put on top.
Well, how does the griddle do that?
Just does.
How though?
I guess a genius figured it out.
Mom, don't burn them. Don't burn them. Flip it.
Hmm?
Flip it.
I got it covered. Yeah.
You're probably gonna get a lot of hate comments saying this is a terrible cook.
I don't care. Do I look like I care?
Sometimes you act like you do.
Not really. There it is, a crown burger. Thank you, Utah. Here's my tater having Utah cheesy potatoes with jalapeno Cheetos on, not Cheetos, jalapeno Doritos on top. How is it?
Let me try it.
Let me give you your own.
I know. It's okay.
Okay. Tell them about the burger.
Oh,
Here, stand here.
it's 10 out of 10.
Tell them so they can see you.
One of the few things are.
One of the few things that gets 10 out of 10? Yeah. Okay. Well, let me get you the potatoes.
Okay.
Here, Muhammad, come get your potatoes.
Here, I don't want the rest of my burger.
Really? Just put it in the side. You want to try it in front of the camera or no? Okay. Okay. How's the cheesy potatoes?
9.5
9.5 out of 10. Tell the camera, not me.
9.5 out of 10.
Thank you.